Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond for Red Devils basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports. This is the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Tonight, the Red Devils shoot for their 8th win in a row, and they'll also shoot for win number 13 on the season and try to go to 5-2 in the North Central Conference. They'll take on the Kokomo Wildcats, who come in at 7-12, but had an impressive win in their last game, scoring the final 25 points in their win over Tipton. We'll talk more about that coming up in a couple of moments. Final home game of this 2019 and 20 season here tonight. Red Devils play their final 3 games on the road. And this North Central Conference matchup tonight, they go to Logansport tomorrow, and then their final game will be against Lafayette Jeff, the leaders in the NCC, coming up next weekend. And then before you know it, we'll be thinking about tournament time. When we come back in a couple of moments on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, closer look at the Wildcats. Again, got a win last week, but they have struggled this year. It has not been a great year of basketball for the Wildcats, and they will be without one of their better players in tonight's game as well. That'll certainly hurt their cause going into this one here this evening. Stay right there. The Wildcats scouting report is coming up next. This is Richmond basketball right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Wish me luck, wish me luck. We've all said it. Thing is, life doesn't run on luck. For most people, it takes careful planning. A lot more than, say, crossing your fingers or toes. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Because as your life changes, your life insurance coverage should do the same. And when it comes to your coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
We check them better. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle is fully inspected and reconditioned by ASE and factory trained technicians. And each Better Buy vehicle comes with a Carfax vehicle history report, so you know you can buy a vehicle with confidence. We back 'em better with a 3-day satisfaction guarantee. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified comes with a 3-day or 300-mile satisfaction guarantee. If you don't like it within that 3 days or 300 miles, just bring it back and we'll exchange it for a vehicle of equal value. Every Wetzel Better Buy certified vehicle comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We price them better. We have dedicated individuals searching the entire country for the highest quality, lowest price vehicles for our inventory. In today's competitive market, we're constantly monitoring vehicle values to ensure that we're offering the best prices possible. We guarantee that every Wetzel Better Buy vehicle is the highest quality used car or truck around. Our reconditioning process guarantees that you are getting a vehicle as close to brand new as possible, and our warranties back that up.
Back at the Tiernan Center, great to have you with us on a high school night. That Friday night's kind of cold outside. In fact, might be our coldest day of the year because it's cold in this Tiernan Center here tonight as well. See how that affects the players this evening. I doubt it'll bother them too much, but it's bothering me for sure. Hey, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Excel Center, a tuition-free public charter high school for adults. The Excel Center provides adults the opportunity to earn a Core 40 high school diploma, industry-recognized certifications, and college credit all at no cost. The Excel Center is operated by Goodwill Education Initiatives, a nonprofit created by Goodwill of Central and Southern Indiana, one of those locations right here in Richmond. Now, they'll provide students with licensed teachers and individualized support, free childcare, transportation assistance, and a flexible environment. Now we'll give each student a realistic path for their educational success and career. If you need more information on the Excel Center, make sure you contact them here in Richmond. They'll be glad to give you further information. We mentioned the Wildcats. They've hit some tough times over the last couple of years. They come into this one here tonight. As we mentioned, it's 7-12 on the season. They're 2-5 in the North Central Conference under head coach Bobby Winnell. He's in his third year trying to get this program rolling. They come into this one here tonight following a nice win over Tipton. Bobby Winnell, the son, ended up scoring 20 points. Savion Barrett had 16 points, and R.J. Oglesby finished with 10 in the win. The win wasn't really the impressive part of all of that, other than you think they came down and scored 25 unanswered points to pull out the win. It was truly a shocker. They win at 66-61. They're not a high-scoring basketball team. In fact, they only average about 53 points per game, and you're going to take out Jackson Richards, who again will not play tonight. He's averaging nearly 12 points per game, so someone will have to step up and score where he is absent here tonight. Now, they do turn the ball over a little bit. The Red Devils are hoping that'll play into their hands here this evening with their quickness. 14 turnovers per game coming into this one. And the other aspect I kind of saw in the statistics, which don't really tell you everything, but at this point in the season, it probably gives you a pretty good idea. They just don't shoot well. 43% on the season, and in three-point percentage, only 31%. So really, they just don't score. They don't shoot well. It could be a tough night if they don't, because the Red Devil basketball team, even without Andrew Croft, they're playing well, as I mentioned, winning 7 in a row coming to this one here tonight. Busy schedule in the NCC tonight as well. Harrison plays at Muncie Central. Lafayette Jeff on the top of this conference. We'll talk about the standings in a moment. Tech is at Lafayette Jeff. Logan is at Anderson, and McCutcheon is at Marion. The Broncos are 7-0. Harrison and Marion both at 5-2. Richmond is 4-2 in the conference. Indianapolis Tech at 4-3. Muncie Central is also at 4-3. McCutcheon and Kokomo both at 2-5. Logansport, that's where the Red Devils are tomorrow night at 1-5. Anderson at 0-7. They've lost their last 10 games of the season. So the table is now set. We'll come back in just a few moments. We'll get you the starters for tonight's contest as the Red Devils again shooting for their 8th win in a row and their 13th overall. Stay right there. This is Richmond basketball. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Since 1994, Beach Automotive has provided motorists in the Richmond area with the most comprehensive auto repair services that include general services, car and truck care, alignment, brakes, tires, engine, transmission, and more. Their goal is simple: to offer the best services available at affordable prices to get you back on the road in no time. For a high-performance vehicle, trust Beach Automotive. To learn more, give them a call at 765-966-8181. Beach Automotive, 110 East Main Street, Richmond.
Big Boys Pizza is now open in Richmond, located at 1015 East Main Street, next door to the Civic Theater. The menu has great sandwiches, pasta, salads, and of course, pizza. Come dine in, carry out, or have your food delivered day or night, at home or at the office. Other locations are in Connorsville and Brookville. Bring in a sports ticket after any game and receive 10% off your purchase. Ticket must be dated for the same day as your purchase. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Big Boys Pizza. 765-488-0023. Kate's Cages is the #1 indoor training facility for baseball and softball in Richmond by far. With top-flight instructors, you will learn how to play the game the right way. Everything from pitching, hitting, catching, and fielding. Kate's Cages will also have the opportunity to participate in triple play fall ball, the softball academy, individual and team camps, and individual private workouts. Kate's Cages Baseball and Softball Indoor Training Facility, 1366 Rose City Boulevard. Call 993-2353 for more information.
Best One Tire and Service has been committed to our partners since 1948. With more than 250 locations in 26 states, Best One puts over 1 million tires on the road every year. Superior tires, expert service, competitive prices. Best One Tire and Service, where the best costs less.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark with Best One of Richmond. Because Best One is one of Bridgestone's largest retailers, we offer exclusive Bridgestone savings. Visit us in Richmond to save on Bridgestone tires today.
Are you looking for the right place to work out, a place where you have several choices and can have fun at the same time? Well, that place is right here in Richmond, Family Fitness Works. Family Fitness Works has spinning, Zumba, kickboxing, core works, kick fit, body pump, body flow, and much, much more. And don't forget, Family Fitness Works also has Richmond's most extensive free weights and Nautilus in the area. Check out their website at familyfitness.com or stop by at 213 North 3rd Street in Richmond. At First Bank Richmond, we provide you with an excellent banking experience. Whether it's personal checking, savings, mortgage loans, consumer loans, retail lending, or trust and investments, you can count on First Bank Richmond. First Bank Richmond has been serving the Richmond area since 1887. For more information, give them a call at 962-2581 or go to their website at firstbankrichmond.com.
We're moments away from the tip-off here at the Tiernan Center, and again, the final home game. Not a very big crowd here tonight, so both these teams will have to play, as I've said time and time again this season, play off their own energy. We've been playing in front of a lot of almost, none say empty gyms, but gyms that have just not been very full this season, and we don't have a whole lot of people here tonight as well. Here's how they're scheduled to line up this evening. Starting lineups first off for the Kokomo Wildcats, and again, they're without Jackson Richards tonight. They're 6'3" junior and one of their leading scorers. Savion Barrett is a 6'1" senior. He wears number 1. Tushai Stewart is 5'10" and a sophomore. He wears number 2. Bobby Winnell, 6'2" and a sophomore, number 13. R.J. Oglesby, 6'6" and a junior, number 24. And Shane Spear, 6'2" and a freshman, wearing number 35. So again tonight for the Wildcats, it'll be Barrett, Stewart, Winnell, Oglesby, and Shane Spear. For the Red Devils tonight, Jordan Stoley back after missing the Anderson game after he, of course, had the flu and certainly didn't get back to 100%, so he got set back one more time, but he's scheduled to get the start tonight, 6'5" and a senior, wearing number 3. Kareem Jett, 5'9" and a senior, number 4. Titan Newton, 6 foot and a senior. He wears number 23. Ty Harris, 5'10" and a sophomore, wearing number 10. And Clevis Craig in the starting lineup, 6'8" and a senior, number 24. So again, for the Red Devils tonight, it'll be Stoley, Jett, Newton, Harris, and Craig. Stay right there. We will come back in just a few moments. The tip-off is next. Richmond, Kokomo, right here at the Tiernan Center. Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Georgia Direct is your one-stop source for floor coverings and decorating ideas for remodeling a home, office, kitchen, or bathroom. Their showroom offers quality products from Mohawk, Shaw, Armstrong, Craft Made, and many more. They proudly offer Richmond the best quality and variety of home design solutions at competitive prices. At Georgia Direct, their goal is to deliver an outstanding customer experience from selection through installation. Georgia Direct Carpets and Cabinets, 5200 National Road East, Richmond. Not all insurance agents are the same. Choosing the right one can make a big difference in price, service, and value. That's why you should choose Harrington Hoke Insurance. As an independent agent, they don't work for an insurance company. They work for you, the client. And their job is to get to know you, your family, and your business so that they can help you develop an insurance plan that is just for you. Serving Richmond and all of Indiana since 1933, Harrington Hoke Insurance, we got this.
Indiana University East is growing. Enrollment has doubled since 2007, and IU East is the university of choice in this region. With athletic programs, internship opportunities, bachelor's and master's degrees, and a growing number of degree programs on campus and online, it is easy to see why IU East is a leader on campus and in the community. Learn more about the many opportunities Indiana University East offers at iue.edu. IU, focused on you.
I got this.
I got this.
I got this. Hogue, we believe your life belongs to you. That's why we work hard to make sure that your insurance coverage is the last thing you have to worry about. So when it comes to keeping you protected,
we got this.
Hey, this is Steve at Jiffy Lube. The other day, a cashier said to me, "If you're happy with the service here, there's a site you can take a survey on." Kind of laughed and said, "What if I'm not happy?" To which she replied, "Well, then you can just forego the survey." I thought, well, that's kind of the equivalent of if you can't say anything nice, then don't say anything at all. What if we all adopted that? Jiffy Lube, take the survey, but if you can't say anything nice, just don't say anything at all.
Hey, this is Steve Funkhauser at Jiffy Lube. Come on out, see us. We're ready to serve.
Greatest thing ever happened for Oscar Robertson. You learn to compete.
Basketball in Indiana has a special legacy. It starts with the coaches, develops with the fans, and ends with an amazing community support.
I think one of these days when you're done and you're retired and you kind of shelve that piece of your life, you can look back and be like, wow, that's really incredible.
To play in a state tournament, to be able to play in college, to be able to coach high school girls, and then to be able to see my son coach, basketball has been my life.
Any opportunity I got to play basketball, I played it. You know, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I love doing, and still today I love the game.
And every time Dad put me in, I think as a freshman, sophomore, there was booing. And then the exciting turnaround that when I was a junior and senior, every time he took me out, he got booed. So those were fun times.
Basketball got me an education. Got me to be a worldly person as far as reading articles. Got me to be artistic and understand the cultures of the world, the ballet, the opera. It just opened up your whole mind and thoughts about things other than what you can reach out and touch.
Because I never dreamed of going to college, and basketball gave me the opportunity to not only go to college but play professional ball, and I've been around it my whole life. I'm 58 now, and I've been involved for a lot of years.
Where else can you walk around? I'm a 65-year-old man, and people say, "George, oh, I remember you in '69 with your high school state championship team. I saw you at Butler." I mean, it's incredible. This is the only place here in Indiana that happens.
Back at the Tiernan Center, we got the Wildcats in the starting lineup moments ago, so now we're waiting for the Red Devils to be introduced here tonight. Richmond on the road tomorrow, that long road trip to Logansport. Berries have struggled this year as well. Mentioned Stoley back for the Red Devils. One more to go, and we can tip this one off here tonight. Wildcats will be in their traveling blue, the Red Devils in their home whites. Final home game of the 2019-20 season. We are about 15 minutes behind the scheduled tip-off time, which is nothing new here at the Tiernan Center. We very rarely start on time. In the middle, R.J. Oglesby at 6'6". Clevis Craig listed at 6'8". And the tip will be won by the Red Devils. So Richmond with the basketball first, and Kokomo will open up man-to-man. I would venture to say in this one, with the Wildcats being shorthanded here tonight, neither team has a ton of depth, that they may try to slow this thing down a little bit, Getting into the 50s. Here's Harris with a 3, no good. Oglesby trying to get the rebound, taken away by Clevis Craig. And the Red Devils get another opportunity with the basketball. Here is Clevis against Oglesby. Clevis, baseline shot, and a whistle and a foul. And that'll put Clevis at the line for 2 shots. Oglesby picks up the foul. That is his first. Team foul number 1. Clevis averaging nearly 12 points per game, currently at 11.8. At the free throw line for the Red Devils the first time tonight, well short. He will get 1 more. Clevis, for being a big man, not too bad from the free throw line overall, as now they're picking up debris off the field from those pesky Devilettes. Out there spreading all of their stuff on the floor. Yes. Nobody sees them until you're right on top of them. And you can see how it would affect the dribbling of the basketball. Second free throw here by Clevis. And that one bricked hard off the rim. I just gave him a compliment. So the Wildcats have the basketball for the first time. Stewart will work it back around the perimeter. Bobby Winnell, their leading scorer. So keep an eye on Winnell tonight. Shea Spear may remember his father, Jason Spear, played at Logansport and IU. He's a football player. Here's Winnell. Skip pass to Barrett. Barrett, little floater in the lane. Good, and the Wildcats get on the board first, 2-0. Barrett averaging 6.5 points per game. They'll need some more production out of him tonight. Near steal by Stewart. As Jet will find his teammate, Titan Newton. Newton wearing 23 again tonight. Trying to post up. Clevis underneath. There is Clevis. Back to Newton. Newton at the right elbow. Red Devils work it in the corner to Harris. Harris, the three-point specialist for the Red Devils. The Wildcats know they can't leave him open. Jet will drive, and we've got a foul call. Well, Oglesby just picked up number 2. That's bad news for the Wildcats. He is one of the few guys with some size inside. Patrick Hardiman will come in, just a freshman. So they will have 2 freshmen on the floor now. This is a very young Wildcats team. So Hardiman is in for the first time, and they'll get a little bit smaller. Red Devils will inbound the basketball on the baseline, 6:07 to go. Here is Harris, three-pointer on the way, rims in and out. The rebound by Clevis, the putback good. That's what Clevis does better than anybody on this team because of his length. Red Devils will trap at midcourt. Turnover number 1 by the Wildcats. Red Devil basketball. Newton, pull-up 3 on the way. No good. Long rebound to Kareem Jet. Back inside, Clevis. This time with the right hand and a foul call. And right now the Wildcats getting in some early foul trouble, just trying to contain Clevis Craig. And we got Hardiman on the foul, his first. That'll be the 3rd team foul. Clevis back to the line. Missed the first 2, and that just happened moments ago. Free throw is on the way, and he's now 0 for 3. That might be the end of the floor where there is a breeze coming in that north door. And I can understand why he's missed a couple. He missed that one as well. So Clevis doesn't like shooting at that end with the wind. Kokomo basketball. Barrett gets cut off on the baseline. Winnell, who has yet to shoot the ball, now to Stewart. Here's Barrett once again. Hardiman again. 2 freshmen in the lineup. Here's the other one. That's Shane Spear. So far, we played nearly 3 minutes and only have combined 4 points. Hardiman not even looking at the basket right there. Now Hardiman gets it on the wing, will drive. Boy, he had a chance to get a freebie right there, and he bypassed it. But again, as a freshman, it's a lot tougher against some of the upperclassmen. We've got a whistle and a foul. So this will be the Red Devils' first foul here tonight. They're going to get Kareem Jett. One now will inbound on the baseline. Ball tipped, and it'll be picked up by that's Spear, and he'll go to the line for 2. Foul will be called on Stoley. That's his first. So Spear will go to the line, averaging 6.2 points per game. Spear at 72% from the line. See, the wind doesn't blow on this side. This is the south side. My wife thinks I'm kidding about that, but you don't feel any wind coming over here, do you? We live on the south side, so we know. Second free throw by Spear. His dad, a heck of a running back. Second one is missed to the rebound by Newton. All right, so maybe the wind's blowing here too. 3-2 Cats on top. Once it gets to 4 minutes, we can officially call this a low-scoring first quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. Taking both these teams a little bit of time to get rolling here in this first quarter of play. That's Stoley with the basketball for the Red Devils. Back again to Jett straight away. And now the Wildcats go zone. Lob pass inside, and Clevis able to get open. So even with Kokomo going zone, Red Devils able to get it inside, so they're going to work inside out in this one. Here's 1L. He's just a sophomore, so they have 2 freshmen and a sophomore on the floor here in this opening period. In fact, Stewart just a sophomore. Good spin and a strip, and we have a foul call. They may get Jett, or they're going to call a travel. It's a tough call against Kokomo right there. So Red Devils will get it back. That looked like a foul was going to be called at first, but then the official said it was a travel. Second turnover now by the Wildcats. Richmond wanted to lob that ball inside. The ball tipped in the air right back to Jett. Newton kicks it out to Harris, back to Newton. The drive, and he loses it on the way up. Plenty of contact there as well. Cats on the run the other way. This is 1L. Losing the basketball. It goes out of bounds. They will say it will be Wildcats basketball. Jerice Rogers coming in. Now for the Wildcats, he wears number 11, averaging 2.3 points per game. 1L. Now to Spear at the left elbow. Coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the opening period. 4-3 Richmond. It is now an official low-scoring first period. This is 1L and a timeout by the Wildcats. We will take a quick break. Not much going on here tonight on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond leads it 4-3.
After the unexpected, expect us. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance of Fayette, Rush, Union, Decatur, and Shelby counties. Auto, home, life, renters, farm, crop, and business coverage. Coverage you need in a language you know. We take customer satisfaction seriously and don't take a cookie-cutter approach to your coverage. For more information, call 800-723-3276 or go to their website, in.farmbureau.com.
There you see it, 4-3 here in the opening period of play. Kokomo calling the first timeout of this one. Neither team really able to get much going, and that's an understatement right now offensively. Neither team even looks really comfortable in their half-court offensive sets. But the Red Devils have had the most success by getting it inside to Clevis Craig. Now, Clevis, generally when Clevis gets it down low around the basket, it's not coming back out. So the Red Devils working inside out so far here tonight. And off the inbound, turnover. Here's Jet back the other way, missed the layup, and we've got a foul call. And that's going to go against Richmond on the rebound. They got Harris, so he picks up his first. Each team now with 3 team fouls. And the Wildcats inbound the basketball with 3 turnovers. Red Devils so far, no turnovers. Richmond with that zone trap. This really slows things down for the Wildcats. And Barrett got it across the timeline, then he walked with it. So another turnover, that's number 4. Harris out. Messiah Tyler will check in, averaging just under 2 points per game. And the Red Devils get it back with an exciting 4-3 lead. This is Stoley. 2-3 zone again for the Wildcats. Stoley, baseline drive, layup good. He found a lane. Nice screen down low, and Stoley on the board for the first time, averaging just under 7 points per game. We're coming up on the 2-minute mark. 3-point lead, Winnell feeds inside to Barrett, layup good. Barrett now with 4. Red Devils quickly push it into the half court. Jet working the top of that 2-3 zone. Clevis now will move to the left side. Back to Jet. Good cover up on that side against Stoley. They know he can hit the 3, so they want to cover him up. Messiah Tyler is on the right side, and you get a look at Titan Newton giving it back now to Jet as we're under the 2-minute mark. That's Winnell out front. Keeping an eye on Jet. They cover up more of a matchup zone right here for the Wildcats. There's the lob underneath to the big fella Clevis, and he shot it over the basket. Clevis generally very reliable inside. Here's Winnell on the drive, missed it. One and done for the Wildcats. The rebound by Clevis Craig. Richmond will find Tyler. Now coming up on 1 minute remaining in the opening period. Newton will drive baseline. Back out to Jet. Wide open for 3. No. And the rebound by Clevis Craig. And we've got a whistle and a jump ball. So the possession arrow turns it back over to the Wildcats. Red Devils will be charged with a turnover right there. Back in the ball game will be R.J. Oglesby. So a gamble right here by the Wildcats as Oglesby has 2 fouls. Wildcats chance to take the lead. That's Winnell. Triple teamed. Oglesby inside. Little floater with a right hand. Good. And the Wildcats now lead it by 1. Oglesby averaging just over 8 points per game, and they're going to stay in the zone. One thing they don't want to do is lose sight of where the big fella is. Clevis Craig able to grab that one. Good hands by Clevis. And Clevis now with 6. And we're down to our final 22 seconds and counting as the Wildcats just threw it out of bounds. I'm not sure who that was intended for. I guess it was Barrett. Stewart back in for the Wildcats. Also coming in for the Red Devils, Ty Harris.
For the Red Devils, number 10, Ty Harris.
So now the Red Devils chance to again regain the lead here as we are running down the clock in this opening period. 5 seconds remaining. Here is Harris for 3. Got it to go. And that will do it for the opening period of play. Ty Harris gets his first 3 on the board. And after 1 period of play, it's Richmond on top of this one, 11-7. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Think about the moments in your life, moments you might miss if you become ill. People often ignore their own health, even when their body is telling them something isn't right. Routine health screenings could be the difference between catching it early when it's more treatable or waiting until it's too late. Make time to have an annual wellness visit. Keep up with routine screenings so you don't miss out on any of your moments. Reed Health's team of experts can keep you in control of your health, making sure you stay right where you belong. Reed Health, right beside you.
Well, the Red Devils take an 11-7 lead thanks to the Ty Harris three-point basket at the end of the first quarter. Red Devils led by Clevis Craig with 6. Savion Barrett with 4 points, leading the way for the Wildcats. And you can see that without Jackson Richards, they need that extra score in the lineup. Otherwise, they may struggle here tonight in the scoring department. So we are now ready for the second 8 minutes of play. So far, neither team really shooting all that well from the perimeter. Red Devils gaining their points inside. This will be Harris, guarded there by Winnell, as now the Wildcats will go back into their man-to-man. Barrett really trying to play physical against Titan Newton. That's Newton. Stoley in the corner, wide open three on the way, no. Rebound again by Clevis. Red Devils get the basketball back again. Stoley will try it another time, missed this one. Boy, his shot looks a little bit different. Back the other way, Oglesby. And another steal as the Red Devils back the other way. The lob intended, and missing the dunk is Craig, and then missing the layup is Stewart, but tipped up and good by Barrett. Red Devils trying to get the alley-oop dunk, and it came out on Clevis Craig, and he's going to come out of the ball game. Rafael Dean will come in. We'll see Rogers come in as well for the Wildcats. A 2-point lead here in period number 2. Jet with the basketball, working out front. Wildcats look like they may go back into that zone. A little more 2-1-2 right here. Stoley had those 2 open looks, missed both, but he hadn't played in a while. Here's Harris, his 3 from the corner, missed it, and the rebound by Barrett. Wildcats back the other way, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover by Kokomo. That is number 7 in the first half. Hardiman coming back in, the freshman. Also in, as we mentioned, Rogers. Rafael Dean averaging just over 2 points per game, checking in for the first time now for Richmond, as Clevis Craig will get a break. Now the Red Devils up against that zone. Red Devils get smaller here, and when they don't have Clevis in the ball game, they're a different team. Jet the drive, Newton, pull-up jumper, good. So Newton averaging 13, gets his first 2, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Newton again. Newton, another deflection. Coming out of the game will be Stewart. Back in the lineup, Shane Spear. Wildcats at 5:35 inbound the basketball. That's Winnell. I'm not sure, other than that shot inside for Winnell. He's averaging nearly 13 a game. We haven't seen him shoot the ball much at all. This is Spear trying to get by Newton, can't do it. And then the ball will be ricocheted out of bounds. Another near turnover by the Wildcats. Hard to get into your offensive sets when there's been so many deflections. Rogers quickly back out of the ball game. And checking into the lineup once again will be Savion Barrett. 6 points leading the way. And we've got a whistle and a foul called against Newton. That's a tough call against Newton. I think the official said he saw Newton extend that forearm. So that's why the foul call. Here's Spear off the drive. Spear, and a lot of contact right there. Offensive foul the other way on Spear. So he picks up his first. That's now 8 turnovers committed by the Wildcats here in the first half. Bobby Winnell, the head coach for the Wildcats, he's not happy with that call either. So both coaches have had beefs early in this one. Harris out front. It'll be Stoley. May take Stoley a game or two to get back into the shooting side of things after being out with the flu. His shot just didn't look right when he shot both times from that left corner. This is Jett. Again, the Red Devils right now without Clevis Craig, so they have their biggest player in. There's a drive basket, good. Kareem Jett, his first 2. So right now, Stoley, perhaps your biggest player at 6'4" or so. But you missed that presence inside, and the Wildcats, all thumbs. Their hands must be cold like mine. Here's the drive by Barrett. Spears will give it up. Here's Winnell for 3. No. And one and done again. The rebound by Raphael Dean. Here come the Red Devils halfway through this quarter. The drive by Newton inside, and the layup good by Raphael Dean. And the Wildcats need to get a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, 3:53 remaining here in period number 2, and the Red Devils lead it by 6.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto, in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians, and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf, and I approve this message.
Well, the way we're going right now, it might be the first one to 50 here this evening as both teams struggling putting points on the board. It is actually 17, so I'm 2 off. We'll put the 2 points on there. We didn't get Raphael Dean his 2. 17-9. Here's Winnell. Backdoor cut, and the layup good by Rogers. Nice play for the Wildcats. As we come up on 3.5 minutes remaining. That is Jett near the left sideline. Harris is on the top. Harris, I think, really likes to shoot from either corner. Newton on the drive, able to get it back after it was deflected. Fadeaway jumper, good. Newton now with 4, averaging 13 per game, and the Red Devils have an 8-point lead. Red Devils set to come back with 2 players themselves. That's Winnell missing off the back of the iron. We're going to see Tyler back in as Jett will drive, and a foul call. Foul will go against Hardiman. His second, team foul number 5, and here's Kareem Jett at the line for 2. Oglesby set to come back in, and also Stewart ready to come back in for Kokomo. We mentioned Messiah Tyler checking in, Clevis Craig in as well. One more here for Kareem Jett. We need some more people in here so I can get warmed up. Second free throw on the way, and that one is no good. So Kokomo basketball with a 9-point deficit on their hands, and we've got a foul call. And Winnell's going to go to the line. Newton picks up number 2. And here is Bobby Winnell, his first chance to get on the board from the free throw line here tonight. 2:49 remaining. Kokomo continues to bring players in as Rogers back in the lineup, and they're going to move Oglesby off the line. One more for Winnell, and as you would expect, being a coach's son, very good free throw shooter. And now the Wildcats are going to press a little bit right here. They try to trap Jett, and he quickly gets the ball up the floor, and at the other end, it goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. Titan Newton will inbound. See if they'll try to get it to Clevis. They will not. Here's Tyler. Jett with the basketball, and now out front to Harris. Well, this game has not been a very fast-paced game. We've seen just about everything in the half court. Here's Harris. His three-pointer on the way. Good. Harris from the outside. We mentioned he is a three-point specialist for the Red Devils here this evening. In fact, all year long. Pass inside. Stolen away, 9 turnovers. Jett read that one well. Harris once again back to Jett. That shot by Harris, another three. And a timeout on the floor. The Red Devils have now opened things up here in period number 2. 1:53 remaining, and the Red Devils lead it by 13.
New Vision Sports is a training program that focuses on the training and improvement of the serious-minded athlete, including all ages and skill levels. From creating customized workout plans to providing ongoing motivation and support, New Vision strives to help you achieve your training goals. Their trainers use a variety of effective workout plans based on your specific goals. New Vision Sports, 977-5831, or go to their website, newvisionsports.com. That's New Vision Sports with a Z.
You know, we came in the pregame, we talked about the Wildcats and the amount of times they turn it over per game, and they're already at 9. They average around 15, very close to 15 per game. They may surpass that tonight. A lot of their turnovers are just kind of careless. There's another one. Now at number 10. And Richmond will take full advantage of that as they work it back into the half court. Boy, a lot of teams that suffer from turnovers, for whatever reason, they just don't take care of the basketball very well. And right now, Kokomo is one of those teams. Here is Stoley, a little hesitation as he will draw the foul. Or are they going to call him for a turnover? They're going to say turn it over. Second turnover. In fact, they're going to, say that he stepped on the end line. So Wildcats turn it over again. Wow, that's number 11. And another one that didn't really appear that was at force. Here's Harris. No, and the rebound by Stewart. Stewart quickly across the timeline. Here's Winnell for 3. Yes, he gets that one. And they needed that one. Winnell, his first basket of the ball game. Here's Messiah. And a little give and go. Harris able to pick it up as Tyler running by the basketball. Clevis threw it behind him. As you see now with the clock, we are under the 45-second mark. Will Richmond go for one here? They're trying to keep a body on Clevis, and we've got a foul call against the Wildcats. And they will get Barrett. Commissioner's report will come up at right after we are done here in the first half. As the Red Devils with the basketball. That is Jett, guarded by Stewart. Now Richmond will play for one right here. There's that high screen by Clevis. Got to be careful not to move on that screen. Hand off to Harris. In the corner to Stoley. Wide open 3. See his shot. There's something different about his shot. I'm not sure what it is, but he doesn't look the same. Oglesby is in as the ball will go back to the Wildcats with 2 seconds remaining. And again, you can tell he's off. They'll roll it. Here is Spear. Now to Stewart at the buzzer. No, we've made it to halftime. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond able to get a flurry thanks to the three-point effort at the end of that first half by Ty Harris, and the Red Devils on top 26-16. This is Richmond basketball at Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly update from the IHSAA Commissioner himself, Bobby Cox. Now for the inside scoop on what's happening day to day with the IHSAA. Here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Bobby Cox.
In for Bob Lovell, this is Greg Rakestraw. But as I always say when I'm filling in for Coach, he's not the star of the show. The commissioner of the IHSAA is. It's why it's the Commissioner's Corner. It's Bobby Cox that joins us now. Hello, my friend. How you doing?
I'm fine, Greg. How are you today?
I'm good, and I know that business is about to pick up. It has been picking up because winter championships, well, there are 3 different ones that have some stage of their playoffs that take place over the course of this weekend. So we'll kind of take these in chronological order, if you will. The first one's a state championship event. Tell us about girls swimming coming up Friday and Saturday downtown at IUPUI.
Girls swimming state finals at the IUPUI Natatorium, and our sincere thanks to IUPUI and all the folks there at the Natatorium for getting just a tremendous facility ready for our championships. We're looking forward to a lot of great swims, and it'll be a really nice event, as it always is. And as you mentioned, we've got 3 things going on this weekend, but since we start this weekend, there will be something now every weekend until we get through the boys basketball state finals. So there's something going on for the next 8 weeks.
We talk about this virtually with every facility, but clearly it rings true with this weekend with swimming and diving, and then in 2 weeks when it's the boys swimming and diving. But you are not just competing at a tops in the state facility. You are literally at a world-class facility, being at the IU Natatorium, to be in a venue that has such history internationally and from an Olympic trial standpoint. What does that mean to this sport and this championship?
Well, it's very important to swimmers in the state of Indiana. We're very fortunate to be there. As you know, that facility was built for the 1987 Pan American Games. It started off as an international venue and has continued to be so. The university has reinvested in the facility. It's been remodeled in the last couple of years, and it's just a tremendous venue. And I hope that our young people don't take it for granted that that's the way it is all over the country. These young people that are swimming in our high school state finals, who may have the opportunity to go on and swim in college, they may have a little bit of a letdown when they get to their college venue from where they swam in their high school state finals. When you have a program that has been so dominant as Carmel has been in this sport, what does that mean for this championship? Well, it's great for Carmel High School and the streak that they've amassed over these past 33 years, and I think they're going to be strong contenders to extend that. But I think it also brings the level of every other swimming program up. If you want to compete with the best, you got to try to be the best. You got to do things differently. You got to try to get better. And I think that's what their program has done for our state. And when you compare our swimmers in Indiana to states around this country, Indiana high school swimming is some of the best swimming in the country, and certainly by per capita of our population. And I think it's because of the quality of our venues, the influence of swimming in our culture for years and years, and then this tremendous venue that we have at IUPUI and programs like Carmel High School and others. All right, from a sport, from a statewide perspective, that could be classified as sneaky good in swimming. You'd say the exact same thing about wrestling. And we get to have the showcase under the spotlight a week from this Saturday. The next step to get there, 4 different semi-state locations. We expect great crowds every place around the state for those on Saturday. Your thoughts about wrestling semi-state coming up this weekend? Well, the crowds are growing every year, and we've got 4 tremendous sites for our semi-states: East Chicago, East Chicago Central High School, Allen County Coliseum that's hosted by New Haven High School, Newcastle High School, and the Ford Center in Evansville, which is hosted by Evansville Rights. And again, our young people get to experience some really, really nice venues to participate in. And these 4 semi-states are really like 4 little mini state meets around the state, and it's the next step to get to that bracket of 16 wrestlers to compete for a state finals. And it's tough. This is the toughest part of the tournament coming up, is that semi-state, and to get to that ticket round and punch your ticket to go to the state finals it's intense. It's pressure packed. We'll have great crowds. There'll be a lot of enthusiasm, and there'll be a lot of young men out there trying to make their way to Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
And, folks, we will have a special pairing show on Sunday at 4 on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. I'll be joined by the legendary former wrestling coach at Evansville Mater Dei in Mike Gable, and we'll break down where the 16 individual wrestlers in all 14 weight classes will be drawn. Again, that takes place on Sunday to get you ready for next Friday and Saturday at Bankers Life. And then the following weekend at Bankers Life, of course, it's the girls basketball state championships. So this weekend, we've got regionals at 16 sites across the state. Your thoughts on what we'll see over the course of multiple games on Saturday morning into Saturday evening?
Well, I think if you look back last weekend, Greg, at the sectionals and how those all played out, now we've got 64 champions now in 16 different regionals. The regional tournament is the only tournament where we play 2 games in a day. And it's kind of a throwback to the old tournament, and a lot of folks like that. But it's tough. You got to play 2 really competitive ball games in the same day to advance to the semi-state. And as I look at the basketball tournament, sans about 2 or 3 schools, it's wide open. And with some really good competitions in the sectional. So I'm really looking forward to this weekend. And while I'll be at swimming, I'll have my phone out, and I'll be checking those scores coming in on basketball. Because it's a fun tournament to watch.
As you can tell, not exactly a lack of activity these days at the IHSA offices. Thanks for taking the time, as always, my friend. I will see you at a state final in the very near future.
Thank you, Greg. Appreciate it.
There's your halftime Commissioners Report, 26-16. Here's your first half numbers, and we'll start with the Wildcats. They ended up shooting in that first half, only shot 10 shots total. They made 6 for 60%. They were 1 of 2 from three-point range and 3 of 4 from the line. They were led in scoring by Barrett with 6, Rogers with 2, Winnell with 5, Oglesby with 2, and Spear with a single point. The Wildcats finished with 12 total rebounds and 11 turnovers in the first half. Red Devils were 11 of 24. Good enough for 46%. 3 of 12, though, from three-point range. That was only 25% in the first half. They were 1 of 6 from the line for 17%. Red Devils were led by Ty Harris with 9. Clevis Craig with 6. Newton with 4. 3 points by Jett, 2 points by Stoley. And Raphael Dean finished with 2. Red Devils finished with 9 total rebounds and turned the ball over only twice in the first half of play. Reminder, today's game brought to you by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, $3.50. Every Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Tuesday, the oven roasted chicken, and Wednesday, the turkey breast. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. That's what you get when you're ready to sneeze. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. Second half coming up in a moment. I'll sneeze during the commercial break. This is Richmond basketball right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, this is Steve from Jiffy Lube. Sometimes I talk to myself, which is not necessarily a new thing, but lately I've been calling myself bro. So the other day I got out of the car and I looked down at my shoes and was like, wow, that's not what I expected. And I said to myself, you're just going to have to own this look, bro. Yeah, I know I got issues. Don't have issues with your car, though. Come on down to Jiffy Lube, get everything fixed, be on the road. Now that's a commercial, bro. Preventative maintenance. Good job.
Are you tired of your current IT company prices going up every month? Do you get only 4 or 5 hours included in your contract before you're charged overages or per hour fees? Midwest IT Support has set pricing that allows you to budget for your business with no contracts or overages. It's all included. You get a full IT staff without hiring a full-time person. Call us for a free quote. We make IT easy. Call 765-239-9668 or email us at helpdesk@midwestitsupport.com.
Well, the Red Devils right now, at least from this standpoint, they've held the Wildcats to just 7 in the first quarter, 9 in the second quarter, but the Wildcats may be their own worst enemy with those 11 turnovers, so anytime that they were even thinking about getting some momentum going, just can't do it. So we'll see what Coach Winnell will try to draw up for this third quarter to get them back into this ball game. Red Devils outscored the Wildcats 15-9 in that second quarter. By the way, we'll have all the scores from high school basketball and much more. If you're not around tonight, want to go to bed, we'll have them for you bright and early tomorrow morning. We will be the only media outlet to do so here in the Richmond area. They'll be in bed asleep. We'll be up and working. Wildcat basketball, Winnell from 15, way short, and the ball goes out of bounds. So one must ask yourself that question. Will they be up in the morning? We know the answer to that. Yeah, and the Red Devils nearly turn it over themselves. Here's Stoley in the backcourt. He goes down, no whistle. Here's Newton. Clevis wanted that one lobbed in the air for a possible dunk, but nothing available. Hey, we don't speak with forked tongue. Skip past Harris. He's feeling it tonight. Harris gets another one. Harris now with 12, leading the Red Devils here tonight, all from three-point range. Wildcats offense managing just 16. Oglesby short-armed the shot, missed it, and the rebound by Harris. You can see why they struggle offensively. Not just the turnovers, but maybe at times shot selection. Here's Clevis, and there's nothing Oglesby can do inside as Clevis makes that look easy. Chance for a three-point play. And this one now starting to get away from the Wildcats. Clevis tonight 0 for 4 from the line. This is big challenge. Can he break the streak? Yes. See, I told you that end of the floor is a little windier than it is at this end. 9 now by Clevis. Wildcats get it to Winnell. I'm not letting it go. I'm telling you, I'm riding it till the end. Here's Spear. Stewart has not scored tonight. Not much of a score. Winnell being held in check. Baseline shot missed. As Winnell, still with just 5, has one basket here tonight. You'll see the Red Devils set it up in the half court. Jet rarely gets the ball taken away from him. There's a whistle. Oh, my. How in the world is that a travel? That's a bad call right there against Jet. He made a great move. 32-16, Red Devils with a lead. Here's Barrett. Jet got a deflection as the Wildcats nearly turn it over again. Spear out front. They'll go from Barrett back once again to Spear from Winnell. Spear, I'll tell you what, trying to make a move against Newton, can't do it. And the ball nearly turned over again. It was touched into the backcourt. See, the Wildcats can't take this much time to set up and try to score because the Red Devils don't mind. You're up by 16. Here's Winnell launching from 3, way short. Outlet pass from Clevis to Jet. This time he takes it coast to coast. 5 now by Kareem. Oglesby now forced out away from the basket. Pull-up jumper, no. He thought he was fouled. No whistle. And then they're going to say that Titan stepped out of bounds. Hardiman back in for the Wildcats. 4:57 remaining here in the third quarter. Not much of a mystery on this one. There's the 12th turnover now by the Wildcats. Jet will drive, and he gets his shot blocked. It'll stay here. Now, Kareem might be about 5'7". Never really minds taking it in against the big guys down low. Red Devils have a little bit of an advantage here tonight with the quickness they have. Here's Newton, fadeaway jumper, no. Rogers with a rebound. Here come the Wildcats. Hardiman back once again to Spear, deep in the corner to Barrett. Barrett scored 6 early, and he has not scored here in the quarter until right there. Stoley picks up number 2, and that'll put Barrett at the line for the three-point play. That one rattles the rim and does go in. Now the Red Devils facing the press. Barrett now with 9, leading the way for the Wildcats. Across the timeline, getting into the half court. Newton, nice feed inside to Stoley. Nope, they're going to wave it off, and that'll be a charge. As Newton picks up the foul. It's going to be his third. Only the third turnover by the Red Devils here tonight. So Newton coming out of the lineup, and back in will be Messiah Tyler. Newton comes all the way to the end of the bench and gets himself something to drink, as now we have a foul call on Messiah Tyler. Wildcats have to inbound into the backcourt. There's Rogers, and again it'll be Barrett. We are halfway through this third quarter. Wildcats have scored just 3. Here's Oglesby, and he gets it in. Oglesby, long and athletic, averaging 8 per game. Here come the Red Devils. And Richmond will turn it over for the 4th time, and then we get a double dribble called against Rogers. So each team with a turnover. Well, this certainly isn't the prettiest ball game we've had all year. The Red Devils will take it either way, but they shoot for their 8th win in a row. Longest streak in the conference right now. Oglesby trying to body up down low against Clevis, trying to keep him out of the low block. Clevis receives, triple teamed. Stoley, reverse layup, good. Good pass that time by Clevis. Stoley now with 4 points. Red Devils back up by 15, and we've got another foul, this time on Stoley. They say it will be on the floor, and that's his 3rd. I'm telling you what, my hands are still cold. I think they turned on the AC. Yeah, there's no air coming out of my computer to warm me up. Oglesby off the inbound, back once again to Winnell. Shot way off the mark. He thought he got fouled. No whistle there. Maybe their hands are cold too. It's got to be something. Harris back once again to Jet. We're under 3 minutes remaining in this third, and see Jet will back it out near midcourt. Clevis with a high screen. Harris to Stoley. Stoley's pull-up shot. There you go. I think Jordan needs to kind of step inside and take more shots like that before getting back to the three-point range and getting a little more comfortable. 17-point lead. Kokomo's just not going to have enough offense. I think they got Clevis. It's only the first on Clevis. Titan Newton will come back into the Red Devil lineup. So Stoley will sit down. Again, Jordan with 6. Entry pass and a block by Newton. Oglesby on the receiving end of the basketball on that block. Here is Jet back the other way. Harris, another 3. No. Harris follows his shot, able to get it back. Here's Jet, his 3 on the way. No. And Clevis with a rebound and a foul call. By the way, Clevis got away with just a little bit of a push that time, but nobody saw it other than me, apparently. Raphael Dean will come in as long as you can get away with it. Clevis able to extend those long arms. He gets the free throw there. Barrett back in. Oglesby will sit down. Second free throw here by Clevis. And he misses that one. And it'll be Wildcat basketball. An 18-point lead. Wildcats held to just 5 so far in the quarter. They have not scored in double digits yet in any one quarter. And we've got a foul away. Nope, it's going to be a 3-second call against the Wildcats. That'll be 14 turnovers. Raphael Dean will check in. Clevis will get a chance to sit down. Jet will find Newton, 2 of the quicker guards you'll see in the North Central Conference when they're teamed together is Newton and Jet. Newton off to Harris. Harris driving the floater, no. Good look that time by Harris. Here's Rogers. He'll drive baseline. We've got a quick whistle there. Messiah Tyler picks up number 2. Back in the ballgame, Hardiman for the Wildcats. Well, unless Kokomo tonight goes on a run like they did against Tipton, I don't think they're going to get the job done here this evening, as that is Winnell. He now has 7. They scored the last 25 points of that game and beat Tipton. Here's Newton for 3. Yes, Newton. 7 now by Newton. Under a minute remaining here in the third. 19-point lead. Here's Barrett. Barrett, nice hook shot in the lane, able to get that one to go. Barrett now with 11. Trap again put together by the Wildcats. Newton behind the back dribble. Pulls up from 14. Shot it too hard that time. And it'll be Wildcat basketball. This is Winnell across the timeline. Will drive, leans, no. Gets the rebound, and then he goes to the floor. They say he traveled with it. 15 turnovers. Oglesby back in. And the Red Devils will have the basketball. Our final 17 seconds. Red Devils turn it over, and the bucket good by Stewart. Richmond just their 5th turnover. Red Devils back the other way. Jet to Tyler, basket good. And another takeaway. Jet for 3, no, and it nearly cost the Wildcats another 3 points. We will head to the fourth quarter on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils with a comfortable 17-point lead.
Dargy Repair Service is family owned and operated, and they work on every kind of vehicle and specialize in imports. You can count on Dargy to do repairs and service, big and small. Dargy does regular service to major repairs. They do everything for your car except bodywork and tires. Dargy is a certified TechNet professional auto service. Dargy Repair and Service, 1700 Northwest 11th Street in Richmond. For more information, give them a call at 935-2241.
Today's game is being brought to you by Tri-County Awards in Richmond. Customized awards and quality engraving services. When you come to Tri-County Awards, you'll get nothing but the best customer service. We take pride in our prompt service and easy availability. Celebrate success with a gorgeous medal, trophy, or plaque from Tri-County Awards. We've been crafting awards since 1972. Choose from a wide variety of designs and styles. We're a locally owned and family-operated business. Tri-County Awards, 1001 South East Street in Richmond.
8 minutes remaining as we're ready for the fourth quarter. Richmond again with the comfortable lead. It'll be Red Devil basketball to open up our final 8 minutes of play. By the way, Northeastern winning their contest over Tri 34-29. So the Knights remaining undefeated if they win tonight in the TEC. They're looking forward to that matchup next week against Winchester at Winchester Fieldhouse. Both teams could be undefeated in the conference. And the near steal, Oglesby comes away with it, and then he double dribbles with it. So that'll be number 17 on the Wildcats, number 6 on the Red Devils. So now the Red Devils able to get the basketball back. After each team with a turnover, Raphael Dean is checked into the ball game for Richmond. Stoley goes hard to the floor, and he's going to get tripped up. Foul will be called on Hardiman. He's got 3. Red Devils, or should say, that's going to be the inbound and another foul. That'll put Raphael Dean to the line. So Hardiman now has 4. Raphael at the line for the first time tonight. Kokomo will bring Rogers in. Oglesby will sit down. Oglesby has really the only size they have in their lineup. Kind of like Richmond with Raphael. Take that back with Clevis Craig. Raphael now with 4. Wildcat basketball. This is 1L on the drive, and his shot short, an off-balance runner. And the rebound by Richmond's Kareem Jett. That ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a turnover by Richmond, number 7. Now things getting a little sloppy, Poppy, as we see another change by the Wildcats. Stewart back in. You know, there's really nothing worse than a sloppy game at the end of the game when just things get out of control. Well, they nearly lost that one. Rogers act like he didn't even see it coming. See, this is what Kokomo can't do. They just can't take a lot of time in the half court. They're never going to score. That'll be a travel, but Barrett gets away with it. Stoley, good defense, and I don't know how he got, nope. What did they call that? They called that a travel. So take away the basket. That'll be 18 turnovers now. That was good defense that time by Stoley. Oglesby back in. Now they average 53 per game. I don't think they're going to get close to 53 here today. Their offensive sets are taking way too long to get anything to develop. Here's Raphael, little jump hook in the lane. How about Raphael Dean? 6 by Raphael. And the Red Devils now extend the lead to 21. That'll be Spear. Spear with his first 2 points. Richmond will win their 13th game unless the Wildcats can find another miracle. Newton on the drive missed at the tip out. Stoley, but he tips it to Stewart. And here's Barrett back the other way. Boy, how's that not a travel? The pass will get to Rogers, and the kick out again to Stewart. Here is Spear for 3. No. And somehow coming away with it, Barrett, but hits it off the bottom of the backboard. And then the ball is caromed out of bounds. Hardiman is in. Wannell is in. And we still have 5:27 to go. Jet across the timeline. There's Raphael in the high post. Harris gets the screen by Stoley and hits another 3-pointer. And a timeout on the floor by Richmond. Ty Harris now with 15. And with that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils with a commanding 51-29.
Our community. It's where we live. It's where we work. It's where we play. At West End Bank, we're not just in the community, we're a part of the community. And that's why we support over 100 programs for local nonprofits and schools, including our financial literacy program that positively impacts countless students throughout the area. You bank locally, so we give back locally to watch people grow with endless possibilities.
5:12 remaining. All Richmond now here in the fourth quarter after the Red Devils get a timeout. They're going to put Kareem Jett at the top of the defense, really make Wannell work. And now the Wildcats back in the half court. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Wildcats. You know, somebody's got to come inbound the basketball. Somebody forgot about that for the moment. Here's Stewart. Now to Wannell. Oglesby will reverse it left to Hardiman. Wannell again. Again, still a young basketball team. The Wildcats playing a lot of young kids. That shot short, tipped up inside by Oglesby, and coming away with it, Kareem Jett. Jett, nice behind the back to himself. It goes out of bounds, and it will go back over to the Wildcats. Somehow, Jett was able to get that behind the back and still able to get between the defense. Spear back in. Final home game. 3 games remaining now for Richmond. All will be on the road, so the Tiernan Center will be done after tonight. Lob pass, Oglesby, tipped out of bounds. Will they start working on the bleachers after this game? You got a construction crew out there ready to go with their screws and drills. Off the inbound, Newton with the takeaway. Newton driving by Stewart, and then a foul call. For the Wildcats, that is turnover number 19 tonight. And we may have 2 players. We got a technical right here. That'll go against Tashai Stewart. He and Newton were saying something to one another, and then the official wanted them to come together, and Stewart just walked away. So here is Newton. We're going to be shooting some free throws here. A little bit of frustration on the side of Stewart. And now Newton a chance to get some free throw practice. Not very many Kokomo fans made the trip here tonight. Stoley coming out of the ball game for the Red Devils as Messiah Tyler back in. In fact, I'm not sure how many of those are Kokomo fans over there, but in the visitor section, there were 2 earlier, but I don't think all those people are Kokomo. There's a few of them that are still Richmond. Second free throw is on the way. He missed that one. And Coach Winnell's going to get a timeout. We will take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils on top of this one, 53-20.
Looking to kickstart your fundraiser? Take your fundraising efforts to the next level with expert support from Suds Fundraising and get access to a fundraising kit full of quality products people can't wait to get their hands on, a dedicated web store to reach your online audience, a digital marketing kit that allows you to convert leads easily, and so much more. Let us help you reach your fundraising goals on time. Visit sudsfundraising.com to get started today.
.411 remaining in this one. Richmond will move to 5-2 in the North Central Conference with a win here tonight. They're going to have a special presentation on the floor. Here's Newton. Harris, pull-up jumper from 2 this time. Harris, a solid game shooting here tonight. 17 points now for Harris. Hardiman driving down the lane. Nice scoop shot up and good over the top of the rim. Hardiman, just a freshman, gets his first 2. Jet feeds Raphael Dean, has it blocked by Oglesby. So look at this lineup. Now Oglesby is a junior. Barrett's a senior. Everybody else on this team, other than Drew Swain on their roster, everybody else, sophomores and freshmen, as the tip up by Raphael missed it. So Kokomo, there's another turnover. That's number 20. Jet back the other way. No, the tip up by Newton. But if Kokomo can keep this group together for the next couple of years and try to develop an offense that will suit them for the rest of their careers as far as getting something going, it should be pretty good. Anderson, they're a young team. Kokomo, a young team. I don't know much about Logansport, where the Red Devils go tomorrow. Nice spin inside by Spear. Got it to go on the tip. That one hung right on the rim. He's again a young man at 6'2", just a freshman. We haven't seen a couple other players. In fact, they list 4 freshmen and 3 sophomores on this varsity roster. Newton missed it as the ball goes out of bounds. We were talking about Anderson when we were up there and just how many young players they have. Richmond team's going to lose, I think, 5 seniors. Here's Newton. He's one of them. Raphael Dean, the rebound, and Raphael kick out. Good job by Raphael. Nothing was there. As we come up on 2 minutes remaining. Richmond should go to Logan tomorrow and win that one. The Berries really struggling as well, so I don't anticipate being much of an issue there. Here's Harris. Ball goes out of bounds. We got a foul call. I'm just curious who that little boy is down there with his hat backwards. Here's Harris at the line. I didn't know they let little kids sit on the baseline anymore. .159 remaining. We're going to see Dorian Hill come in for the Red Devils. We had talked about Drew Swain for Kokomo. He is now checked in. Also coming in for the Wildcats, DeAndre Kirby, the other freshman on the roster. So Harris getting a nice hand from the crowd here tonight. He'll finish with 19 points. Foul called at the other end of the floor. You know, when I was a little boy, I used to sit on the baseline like that too. Spear will go to the line for two. That last foul was called on Dorian Hill. We mentioned he just checked into the ball game. And Spear misses the free throw. Back the other way we go. Red Devils can use some clock right here as Raphael trying to post up underneath against Hardiman. And there's a foul call. Each team will be bringing new players in. The official says, no, not yet. Get back there. I'm not ready for you. That a way to be mature, Mr. Poopy Pants. We're going to start using movie references now. What movie was that from? Raphael Dean sits down, as does Messiah Tyler. We'll try to get all these new faces in here. Kareem Jett. Jett able to get both. Jett will finish with 7. By the way, we have LeVon Jordan is checked in. Of course, now their numbers aren't anything close to what's on the roster for most of them. Spin move in the lane. We've got another foul call. Dorian just picked up his second foul. And that'll put Rogers at the line for 2. So Trenton James is in. He wears number 2. Tristan Washington is checked in as the free throws missed. Tristan wearing number 33. Looks like Chase Newton is in. Chase is not wearing number 23. We'll get his number here in a moment. Second free throw is good. So he's wearing number 5. So basically what Titan did was change his number with Chase. So Chase is wearing number 5. I think we got everybody into the lineup. Foul called as Kokomo bringing in Evan Barker, 6 foot and a freshman. So here's LeVon Jordan. .106 remaining. Jordan will get 1 of 2. And 60 seconds to go on this one. Wildcats back in the half court. Good look there at Hardiman. Boy, if I'm Barker, I launch a three right there. Here's Swain, and I think he traveled with it, and he did. See, why not shoot it? I will be like Reggie Miller, Ray Allen. I'll shoot that thing the second it gets in my hand. Here's Jordan. Here is Tristan, and now the Red Devils run a little motion offense. There's a three from the corner missed by Washington. Ball loose. Back at the other end with the layup. There's Kirby. And we can put a final in this one. So your final score here tonight, the Red Devils win it 62-36. We'll come back and wrap it up in a moment. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Finding just the right used car can be a daunting task unless you shop at Tony's Car Sales in Richmond. Hi, this is Troy Naragowski. I can guarantee you one thing. Tony's professional staff will help you every step of the way without all that pressure of buying a new car. Hey, I bought my last 2 cars from Tony's, and it has been a great experience every time. Tony's has lots of one-owner cars, SUVs, and trucks ready for you today. Tony's Car Sales, 250 National Road West in Richmond. Summit Computer Systems is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware service, support, design services, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and more. Summit Computers, 1427 Chester Boulevard in Richmond. Give them a call at 939-2120. For over a century, Richmond Power and Light has been providing safe, reliable energy to the citizens and businesses of Richmond and the surrounding area. Through their dedicated and talented employees, they are advancing their tradition of exceptional service through new technology, training, and efficiency in everything they do. Richmond Power and Light provides reliable, low-cost energy and technology services in a customer-focused, environmentally responsible, safety-conscious manner. Richmond Power and Light. Together, we make powerful partners.
As we wrap it up here tonight, the Red Devils now winning 8 straight. They're now 5-2 in the NCC, 13-7 overall. The Wildcats dropping to 7-13 on the season, and they are now 2-6 in the North Central Conference. Red Devils travel to Logansport tomorrow. That is a 7:30 tip-off time. Thanks for being with us. Final score, Richmond 62, Kokomo 36. This is Richmond basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.